Imagine working 40 hours a week, getting your paycheck, and watching a huge chunk of it disappear to taxes before you even touch it. Now, imagine being worth billions of dollars and paying zero in federal income tax. Sounds unfair, right? But this isn't a glitch in the system. It's exactly how it was designed. Billionaires don't just avoid taxes. They barely even earn money the way most people do. The average person makes a living through a salary, which is taxed immediately. But billionaires, they don't rely on paychecks at all. Instead, they own assets, stocks, companies, real estate, things that increase in value over time but aren't taxed until they're sold. And that's just the beginning. Take Elon Musk, for example. The world knows him as the billionaire behind Tesla and SpaceX, but in 2018, he paid $0 in federal income tax. Zero! But how? Well, Musk doesn't take a traditional salary. His wealth comes from Tesla stock, which he doesn't sell. If he doesn't sell, he doesn't have taxable income. But that doesn't mean he isn't spending money. Instead of cashing out his stocks and paying taxes, Musk borrows against his wealth. Banks love lending money to the ultra-rich because they have billions in assets to use as collateral. Musk takes out massive loans, lives off that money, and since loans aren't considered taxable income, he gets access to unlimited spending power, completely tax-free. And he's not alone. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, used a similar strategy. In 2007 and again in 2011, despite being one of the richest men in the world, he paid nothing in federal income tax. And yet, his company Amazon was growing at an insane rate, making billions in revenue. But Amazon itself also avoided taxes through something called carry-forward losses, a trick that lets a company claim old financial losses to cancel out new profits, sometimes for years. On paper, Amazon wasn't making money, so it didn't owe taxes. In reality, it was dominating the global market. And then there's the capital gains trick. Regular employees pay up to 37% in income tax, but when billionaires eventually decide to sell stock, they only pay 15 to 20% in capital gains tax, a much lower rate than what the average worker is taxed on their paycheck. But even that isn't enough. Many billionaires move their money overseas to offshore tax havens, places like the Cayman Islands, Bermuda, or Switzerland, where tax laws are so lenient that corporations and the ultra-rich can store billions without worrying about paying their home country a cent. Some of the biggest companies in the world, Apple, Google, and Facebook, have all been caught shifting their profits through these loopholes. Even when billionaires spend money, they're still dodging taxes. A private jet? That's a business expense. A yacht? That's for corporate retreat. A luxury villa? That's an investment property. The tax code is full of deductions and write-offs that let the rich turn personal luxuries into business expenses, further reducing their taxable income. Governments will say there's no money for social programs, healthcare, or infrastructure. But in reality, trillions of dollars are sitting in tax shelters, legally untouched. It's not that the money doesn't exist. It's that the system was designed to keep it out of reach. What's worse is that these loopholes don't just help the current billionaires, they help create new ones. The rich don't just keep their wealth, they use these tax advantages to expand it at a rate impossible for the average person. They reinvest their untaxed millions into buying more businesses, controlling more industries, and increasing their influence over markets and society. And here's the final piece of the puzzle. When billionaires do pay taxes, it's often for show. Some will voluntarily donate a chunk of their wealth, or pay a little extra in taxes to create headlines that make them seem generous. But those payments are a drop in the ocean compared to what they truly owe. Meanwhile, their wealth continues to grow faster than any tax bill could ever catch up to. And so, the cycle continues. The rich get richer, the tax system remains broken, but only for those who actually have to pay into it. If you work a 9-to-5 job, taxes are unavoidable. But if you're a billionaire, you can live tax-free for life, without breaking a single law. If you loved this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.